Joining us here in the Media Center at Sonoma Raceway is Bob Tasca, your funny car #1 qualifier on the strength of Friday's 383.9 at 338 miles an hour. Bob's second #1 this season, 18th in his career. Obviously last night was great, but to finish today off with that 386 at 337, another huge speed and kind of the heat of the day. How important was that, and how thrilled are you heading into race day tomorrow?
Well, I tell you, we were really trying to run 340 this morning.
Yeah.
Damn near put me in the wall. That thing was on a monster run, blew the tires off it. Was about 20 degrees warmer than last night's run, 10 degrees warmer than what we planned on. That sun kind of came out right before we ran, and the show was a little slower than we had hoped it to be. But that last one, we really needed to make a full pull, get a good baseline for tomorrow. Those will be the conditions that we'll see in the afternoon. And we just slowed it way down, and it's just crazy how fast this car runs when we pull it back. It still ran over 337 miles an hour. Smooth as glass. I describe it sometimes where you can take a fan out of the stands and put them in one of these 337 mile an hour machines and just say, listen, keep the steering wheel straight, hit the throttle, count to 3, and pull that lever right there. And you'll have the ride of your life. And that was the last run today. The first run, about 450 feet, it wanted to kill you, like put you in the wall. So unfortunately, we don't know what we're gonna get when we hit the throttle in these things, but that last run was exactly what we needed.
Is it, we've talked a lot about this, is it remarkable to you that it's the way they have this car too, the way you guys have run, it's almost impossible to make your specific car slower. I think in Richmond you said you had to go to old parts to make this car slow. Is it remarkable to you?
It is remarkable, and if you heard the vibrant conversations in my trailer this morning, all of our fast stuff is not with us. Like I barred it from my trailer. They're negotiating feverishly with me to be able to run it Monday after Brainerd. They want to test with it. But we have stuff in our trailer that's a lot faster than what we're running now. It's just we couldn't control it. That's why we had to go back.
Kevin, if you have fast stuff there, why wouldn't you bring it to this event when you know conditions?
So my problem is, Kevin, it's a great question, and I don't know if Aaron Brooks is paying you or not, but the bottom line is this setup can win a championship, and it's so dialed in. We have tons of runs with it, and the problem is, Kevin, last night we could have definitely put it on the car, but then it gets hot today, and it's just been too inconsistent. We have to make some big adjustments to the clutch and to the tune-up, and we just don't have enough runs. If anyone wants to sponsor a second car, I got my friends from Ford in the house, I would love to have a test car right now and dial that other setup in. But I gave them 4 races. It's absolutely extraordinary, the difference in setup between the two as far as how much we have to pull it back, and it still runs faster than this setup. But I want to win a championship, and it's about getting ready to win a championship and having a setup that can go down a hot track, cold track, and that's what we have right now with this tune-up. We probably will test in Brainerd our different combination, and then we'll definitely put it back on next year in the test session. But I just want to have the best package to win this championship.
So let's say you go 339.5 instead of 340. How does it make you? How does the difference make you feel? Why is it important to hit 340?
So I'll tell you, I already lived it once in my life. I ran 339.x and tied Robert Height in Bradenton. I got out of the race car and I ran 339 miles an hour, and I was disappointed. I tied, like literally to 0.1, whatever it was, to the 100th of a mile an hour, I tied it. And I came back to the trailer and I said, guys, it's like, are you kidding me? We tied the all-time speed record? And then we went back out and ran 341. So that was awesome. I want to do it at an NHRA race. We'd love to be the first to do an NHRA race. We've already are the first to do it. But it means a lot to do an NHRA race because it goes down in their record books, not necessarily the record books of drag racing, but in the NHRA record books. And we got a car that can do it, will do it. It's just a matter of when. We were 2.5 miles per hour faster than the 3:41 run last night at 2.5 seconds. Because the nice thing about us, we have the data, so we know what 3:41 looks like. And I could just fight the car through the wind. I could feel that pressure, and it ate up the mile per hour. But it's going to be a thrilling run for the fans to see. I hope I'm the first to do it.
Knowing tomorrow eliminations, I mean, you guys are probably.
Well, we said that. It was funny because this morning I said to Todd, Todd, you know, we can do it tomorrow morning. He goes, yeah, but we could smoke the tires trying to do it. And I said, yeah, Todd, but we can do it tomorrow morning. So I don't know if there'll be that bullish to try that tomorrow morning. But the conditions tomorrow morning will be good enough to do it.
Is that a balance for you, or do you go for the win?
You got to go for the win. You got to go for the points. I mean, we probably tomorrow morning pulling it back will run 338 or 339. But to run 340 miles an hour, I tell people you have to try to run 340 miles per hour. Like no one's done it in the history of the world but us. It's not. You need perfect conditions. You need a perfect setup. The driver has to drive the perfect line. The reason why no one's ever done it but us in 100 years of racing is because it's not easy to do.
All right. All good? Anything else? Thanks a lot, Bob.
Thank
Congrats.
you.
Good luck to you, Mark.